Welcome to the race briefing for the Petzl Night Trails 10K at Salcey Forest. This is being recorded in 2025 in November. However, if you are running in any of the upcoming events, 99% of this stuff is all going to be relevant. If there's big changes, I will let you know. I'll do another race briefing so it all makes sense. The aim of this race briefing is really for the Canicross runners, as I do ask that you don't come to, well, we don't do a race briefing for the Canicross runners because the dogs get quite excited beforehand, especially in the dark, and so I'll just be shouting over a load of dogs. So this works much better to do it like this. Really simple though. You're going to be doing a 10k around Salcey Forest. It is effectively 2 laps. So I'll try to briefly explain the course because standing in an office 3 days before an event, it's not going to really help you loads if I explain it in loads of detail. But you're going to go out from the start line that you can see when you get there. It's really clear. You're then going to go and do effectively a big loop. You're going to get back to a central point where there's going to be a marshal and there's going to be a sign that says second lap, right turn, finish straight on. So once you get to that, you then go around and do your second lap. You get back to it and then you go straight on to the finish line. So you only come back to that finish line once, but it's effectively 2-lap course. Not completely 2 laps, but effectively a 2-lap course. You follow these arrows on the day. Obviously it's going to be dark, and so this little bit of high vis glows from 200 meters away. You should be able to see one arrow once you've gone past the next arrow. The course is the same course that we've used for years and years. It is also the same course that is going to be used during the day for the 6-hour event that's on during the day. So it means that we've had literally hundreds of laps done. So there should be no problem with finding where you're going and getting lost or anything like that. There's a water station on the way as well. So you'll go past that water station twice before you come back to the finish line. So you'll go past it on your first loop, then you'll come past it on your second loop, and then that's when you know that you've completed it and you're coming back to the finish line. The water station is around 2.5 miles into the lap. So you'll see it at about 2.5 miles and then at about 5 miles. We'll have dog bowl out as well for the dogs. If you want to grab water as you go through, brilliant, do that. Or if you just want to plough straight on, then you can do, that's fine. When you then finish, our team will be there to give you your medal. If you've signed up for a tree token instead of a medal, then we'll know that as well and we can give you that. If there's any problem with that, just speak to one of the guys at the end and that's absolutely fine. There'll be marshals out en route, but this isn't park run, so don't expect to see a marshal on every single corner. You need to guide yourself around the woods. If you've got a good head torch and you're concentrating, you'll be absolutely fine. But you need to guide yourself around. The marshals are there just so you've got a little bit of confidence as you go around, I guess. The start is a mass start. So the Canicross start is 10 minutes before the main field. So you need to make sure that if you're turning up, you've got control of your dog and you know they're going to be okay in that environment. We've had problems in the past, well, we've had a problem in the past, having done 20-ish of these events, where somebody was expecting, and not because I told them, but somebody was expecting to have essentially a TT start and the dogs being started one after another. That isn't how we do it. We've never needed to do that. This is how I run these events. If you don't like it, don't enter the events in the politest possible way, but this is how we do it. So the dogs will start. If you know that your dog is going to go off like mad, place yourself somewhere towards the front. If you know your dog is going to sort of get stage fright and then they'll kick in, start somewhere towards the back. There's a big space, but it's not super wide. It's essentially, I don't know, 4 people wide. So when you've got your dogs and whatever, just be mindful of the people around you. Please don't come to the aid station with your dog. We'll have a little Canicross aid station where we have ground spikes, so you can attach your dog to that and then come and get your number. But please don't bring the dog to the aid station. They like to have a look at what's going on. They jump up, they knock things over. It just causes us absolute mayhem. By all means, leave the dog in the car and then go back to the car. If you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. And just be respectful of the people around you. We love having the dogs at the events. They go mad at the beginning. It's brilliant. It's a real spectacle. Loads of people, it's their first ever go of doing Canicross and so on. So please respect that. Please come with that intention and enjoy it. With regards to the laps, when you are running, because you're going to be 10 minutes ahead of the main field, what potentially can happen, and because it's a 2-lap course, what potentially can happen, if you are quite quick, you will catch some of the slower non-Canicross 10k runners. Please give them a big shout with plenty of warning that you're going to be coming through, right? Because you're going to catch them, you know you're going to catch them. So just give them a really, really clear warning that that's what you're going to be doing. If you're a slower Canicross runner, potentially we'll get caught by the faster non-Canicross runners as well. Absolutely fine, and by the time you're catching each other, it's all going to have spread out. That's why we have a 10-minute gap. So it shouldn't be a congestion issue. It's just if you're running and you're sort of slowly going along at the back, and then suddenly a great big hound comes up behind you you're not expecting, then it might just sort of startle people. So it's only just to let people know. So give them a nice big clear warning. Don't be aggressive, don't be horrible, there's no need for that, but just a nice clear Canicross coming through, whatever it is, while you're quite a long way back, rather than shouting it in their ear as you run past them. So just be courteous, the same as you would be anywhere else in life. And that's about it. If you have questions, please ask them beforehand. We'll be there on the day as well, obviously. And that's how we do it. Any issues at all, let me know. Most of that information is actually in the emails as well, so that's there. If you haven't sent me your copy of your public liability insurance, you need to send that to me. If I don't have your insurance, you're not allowed to run. It's an insurance thing. Other than that, we'll see you at the night of the Petzl Night Trails 10k.